Namaste, Dr. Maya. Welcome to this TeaTalk.
Namaskar, Dr. Shilu, and thank you for having me. It's my pleasure. Thank you.
Oh my God, it's such a wonderful day. It's a Mother's Day as a Nepali Mother's Day. Anikiri, talking about Mother's Day, मेरो बच्चाहरूले चाहिँ मलाई both of my boys they call me Maya. And that was like instead of mom, that was their first word. And Maya भन्छ र we shared that name Maya, and sometimes I feel that Ama and Maya are synonymous, right?
Yeah.
That's that. So
Yeah, I agree with you. Yes, that's true because mom, आमा भने मायाको एउटा अवतार।
exactly.
अनि जति रिसाएपछि पनि जति दुःख लागेपछि पनि आमाले आफ्नो बच्चालाई हेर्न छोप्न गइहाल्छ। So I think the other word for mom should be Maya or it should be interchangeable. So I don't think your kids are wrong calling you Maya.
And thank you. And it's my honor to share that name with you too, because you are a beautiful mother yourself, and your name is Maya too, right? So, two Mayas are wishing Happy Mother's Day to everyone watching us from all over the world.
Yes. From my side, also, every mom who is watching this show, I wanted to wish you all a happy Mother's Day. सबै आमाहरूलाई धेरै धेरै मदर्स डेको शुभकामना छ। यो दिन एकदम स्पेसल छ। मेरो आफ्नो आमा त छैन तर मेरो आफ्नो सासू हुनुहुन्छ। अनि उहाँ 2 विक्स अगाडि एकदम सिकस्ती बिमारी हुनुभएको थियो।
Oh,
अनि हस्पिटलमा डाक्टरले 5% चान्स छ भन्नुभएको थियो। अनि एकदम दुःख लागेर मैले फेसबुकमा पनि पोस्ट गरेको थिएँ, प्लिज एभ्री वान प्रे फर हर। सी केम ब्याक अन द डे अफ नेपाली न्यू इयर एन्ड
wow.
एभ्री वाज भेरी सरप्राइज्ड and I think it was a gift from God to us and the power of prayers from people who prayed for her. I just talked to her this morning. She looked fine. So आमा भन्ने धेरै ठुलो चिज हुन्छ अनि भगवान्ले एकचोटि फेरि म तिम्रो आमा दिँदैछु, माया गर, प्यार गर, भ्याल्यु गर भने जस्तो लाग्यो। So all the kids out there, if you have mom, please don't take it for granted. As a mom, the only one thing that I expect is communication.
Right.
No matter where you are, whatever you're doing, you can have half a second to 1 second. Just text, Happy Monday, Happy Tuesday, Happy Saturday. How are you? We don't need big, lengthy messages. Just something that lets us know that on the other side, you're doing okay. So please do not take things for granted. There will be a day when mom may not be around forever. Please take this opportunity and the message will be stay in touch.
You made me speechless, Maya. You did. Because I wouldn't have said it differently, being a mom myself. So thank you for sharing this.
Yes.
Yes. And I do second to what you said to all the kids. किनभने भनिन्छ नि भगवान्ले सबै कुरा आफूले भ्याउँदैन रे, that's why they created mothers, right?
Yes.
So and as त्यही मदर्स डेको दिनमा कुरा गर्दैछौँ अनि one of the topic that like many of my viewers, many of the friends, like many people reached out to me is about again mothers too. Mothers भन्नासाथ मदरको पनि कति धेरै कुराहरू हुन्छ, उनीहरूको चेन्जेस हुन्छ बडीमा, हुन्छ नि माइन्ड चेन्ज हुन्छ कहिलेकाहीँ। किड्सले पनि अघि मायाले भनेको जस्तै स्मल टेक्स्ट, स्मल कल, कम्युनिकेसन कहिले त्यो हुँदा नहुँदा, like you go through like I don't know roller coaster of emotion within you, right? And त्यो सबै हुँदा हुँदा बाहेक पनि many times we take I don't know even mothers or our family for granted अनि सोध्न पनि सोधिरह हुँदैन how she is doing भनेर कति कुरामा भनेपछि today I would like to talk about one of the most important like topic that many mothers, many women, many girls also all of us should know is about like menstruation and menopause especially, because many of the people like I came across, they have requested me personally that menopause ko barema kehi bhanna sakincha bhanda. Ani just last week matra couple days agadi, I was very thankful to be a part of your Maya Health Clinic inauguration ceremony. त्यसको लागि I'm very proud of you, and I couldn't think any better person than you, because you have been that. Uh, I don't know. Our community itself is blessed having you with us, and so today to talk about this topic, I have I've requested you, I've invited you, and I'm very blessed having you with me now. So thank you for that. So I don't know how to start, but tell us what is like menopause के हो त? Simply menopause भनेर सबैले भन्छ, तर what is this and what age does it start? कहिलेदेखि सुरु हुन्छ त?
So menopause भनेपछि it's a very natural biological process जो हाम्रो बडीमा around age 50 सुरु हुन थाल्छ. Average age menopause को 52 average age हुन्छ. तर कहिले कहिले मैले पेसेन्टहरू आएको बेलामा सुनेछु उनीहरूको मेनोपज 42 मा सुरु भयो, 45 मा सुरु भयो, अर्ली मेनोपज. अरे कहिले कहिले मान्छेहरूलाई 55 and they're still going.
Right.
So it's very individualized. तर average 50 to 52 मा मेनोपज हुन्छ. अनि मेनोपजमा खास गरी के हुन्छ हाम्रो फिमेल organs, especially ovary भने जहाँबाट हर्मोन निस्किन्छन्, फिमेल हर्मोन एस्ट्रोजन र प्रोजेस्टेरोन भन्छन् त्यसलाई. त्यो एस्ट्रोजन र प्रोजेस्टेरोन निस्किन बन्द भइहाल्छ. त्यो हुँदाखेरि मेन्स्ट्रुअल साइकल हुँदैन. सो मेनोपजको अर्को डेफिनेसन के हो? नो मेन्स्ट्रुअल साइकल फर एटलिस्ट 1 year, and after that you're no more fertile because there is no hormones. If there is no hormones, ovaries are not working. Ovaries now not working, then there is no egg. If there is no egg, you cannot have babies. So simple term मा भने 50 to 52 age मा menstrual cycle, तपाईँको menses, तपाईँको period आउन बन्द भइहाल्छ. अनि मेनोपज कल गर्नको लागि एटलिस्ट 12 monthsसम्म नो पिरियड, त्यसले मेनोपज भन्छन्.
Okay.
त्यति बेला she will not be able to have any more babies.
Okay. So basically simple line मा फेरि मैले बुझ्नु पर्दा अथवा हाम्रो हेरिरहनु भएकोलाई बुझाउनु पर्दा चाहिँ generally 50-52 मा हुन्छ र 1 year सम्म साइकल भएन भने चाहिँ that is considered menopause. Is that correct?
Yes, exactly. Yes.
अघि अलिकति भनेको जस्तै कतिजना चाहिँ हुन्छ नि 50 नै नपुग्दा 40s मा आई हेभ मेड सम अफ द वुमेन, उनीहरू चाहिँ like 37 to 45 को फ्रेममा हुनेले पनि आई एम गोइङ थ्रु द डिफरेन्ट साइकल अथवा इज दिस मेनोपज लाइक इज इट टु अर्ली अथवा यदि मलाई केही प्रब्लम पो भइरहेछ कि. सो देयर वर सम अफ द क्वेसन्स द्याट दे कोहीले कति अगाडि नै स्टप भएको मेन्स्ट्रुअल साइकल स्टप भएको पनि सुनिन्छ भन्दा इज इट नर्मल लाइक वाट डु यु?
So it's a very good question. I have many patients who come to practice with abnormal uterine bleeding or irregular menstrual cycle. And again, like you mentioned, 35 to 45, 50 पुगेको छैन तर उनीहरूको साइकल या त टाइममा आउँदैन. Usually menstrual cycle 28 days, average 28 days मा रिपिट हुन्छ. तर कहिले 35, 45 या फेरि 2 to 3 monthsसम्म आउँदैन या फेरि छिट्टो आउन थाल्छ. So this is all called abnormal uterine bleeding. अनि यसको वर्कअप गर्न पर्छ. हामीले you're going through menopause भनेर कल अफ गर्न पाउँदैन. त्यसको वर्कअप हुन्छ. त्यसमा सबभन्दा पहिला बसेर तरो हिस्ट्री लिन्छौँ हामीले. तपाईँको मेडिकल हिस्ट्री, सर्जिकल हिस्ट्री, तपाईँको जीवायन हिस्ट्री, स्ट्रेस कस्तो छ, डायट कस्तो छ, स्लिप कस्तो छ, त्यो सबै मिलेर इम्प्याक्ट पर्छन् मेन्स्ट्रुअल साइकलमा.
Okay.
मैले यो abnormal menstrual cycle young एजमा पनि हेरेको छु, especially kids, the girls who are going through stressful period, writing their final exam or having too many assignments, too much of stress, or they're not eating or they're not sleeping, or some people are such as bulimic, they don't want to eat healthy food. The first thing that it impacts is your cycle. Your hormones are impacted. So we have to work them up by doing some blood work. लाइक हामीले थाइरोइड चेक गर्न पर्यो, थाइरोइड अब नर्मल हुँदाखेरि मेन्स्ट्रुअल साइकल अब नर्मल हुन थाल्छ। तपाईँले थाइरोइड चेक गर्दाखेरि, थाइरोइड फिक्स गर्दाखेरि साइकल नर्मल भइहाल्छ। त्यसपछि हामीले हेर्न पर्यो पेसेन्टलाई एनिमिया छ कि छैन, कति स्ट्रेस लेभल छ, डायट हिस्ट्री कस्तो छ, एनोरेक्सिया बुलिमिया छ कि छैन, फ्यामिली हिस्ट्रीमा मदरको के हिस्ट्री रहेछ, मदरले पनि यस्तै प्रब्लम थियो कि किनकि मिमिक गरिसक्छ। अनि सबै गरेपछि ल्याबहरू नर्मल आएपछि सोनोग्राम पनि गर्छौँ हामीले, किनकि सोनोग्रामले एनाटोमिकल स्ट्रक्चर हेर्छ। मेन्स्ट्रुअल साइकल अब नर्मल हुँदाखेरि भित्रको युट्राइन लाइनिङ ठिक हुन जानुपर्छ, ठिक हुँदै जान्छ।
Okay.
जो कि मेन्स्ट्रुअल साइकल हुँदाखेरि एभ्री मन्थ थिन आउट भएर ब्लिड गर्छ। तर जसको मेन्स्ट्रुअल साइकल इरेगुलर हुँदाखेरि ऊ भित्र बिल्डअप हुन थाल्छ, अनि बिल्डअप गरेपछि टाइममा निस्किँदाखेरि ननिस्किँदाखेरि it can turn into uterine cancer. So we have to do set up blood test, uh, sonogram, pelvic sono, transvaginal especially, and head to toe exam, including your pelvic exam, to make sure there is nothing abnormal. We check the ovaries, we check the uterus, and we check the fallopian tubes. Everything is okay. And then the patient comes back, and then we sit down. Labs are normal, and there is no, you can run some tests to see if the patient is going through menopause. It's called FSH, which is follicular stimulating hormone. And we can also check estradiol, which is the active form of estrogen that's released from the ovaries. If you're going through menopause and you have high FSH and low estradiol, this means you're menopause. So we run all those things. We sit down, everything is looking good. Then we'll start with lifestyle modifications. And then we treat the symptoms, what symptoms she's having.
Right. And going back to that, oh my God, कति धेरै कुरा इन्फर्मेसनहरू र एउटा कुरा चाहिँ I also can relate because like when I was going through my exam and whatnot at that time, I was not having cycle for so long, but later on I realized maybe, I mean like मेरो examको स्ट्रेसले थियो होला भनेपछि in that time. So as you said that regardless the age, one can have those symptoms, right? Like त्यो एउटा पार्ट भएर अर्कोमा चाहिँ हामीले मेनोपजमा फोकस हुँदा चाहिँ माई सेकेन्ड क्वेसन वाज लाइक वाट आर सम अफ द कमन सिम्टम्स द्याट त्यो हुने बेलातिर कसरी सुरु हुन्छ त
80% of ladiesले menopause symptomsलाई hot flashes भन्छन्, hot flashes and night sweats. अनि त्यसले गर्दाखेरि तिनीहरू निन्द्रा लाग्दैन। निन्द्रा नलाग्दाखेरि नेक्स्ट डे दे आर fatigued, दे आर टायर्ड, दे आर मुडी। अनि त्यसपछि अरू फर्दर इन्भेस्टिगेसन गर्दाखेरि लेडिजहरूलाई भेजिनल ड्राइनेस हुन्छ, लो सेक्सुअल डिजायर भइसक्छ, फ्रिक्वेन्ट युरिनरी इन्फेक्सन हुन्छ। अनि कसी कसी लेडिजहरूलाई त सेक्सुअल एक्टिभिटिज गर्दाखेरि दुख्ने पनि हुन्छ, किनकि एस्ट्रोजन हर्मोन सुक्दाखेरि when they don't have female hormones, everything gets dried. So the area is not that lubricated, and then they have problem with that. So we have to really sit down and do a very individualized, catered service and offer them the treatment depending on what they are going through.
Wow.
Most common is hot flashes, night sweats, and poor sleep, tossing, turning, tossing, turning. And imagine if you have not slept not only one day, several days, you get up grouchy, moody, angry. So that's 80% of my patients complain of hot flashes and night sweats.
And I'm thinking about all those women, and including myself. I mean, we have to go to the work, right? And एक दिनको निन्द्रा होइन अर्को दिनको होइन भनेपछि the working women are like when they have to juggle many things like from home to office to whatnot. अनि निन्द्रा नपरेर के हुँदा चाहिँ what they are going through, that is really something I don't know. And probably men do not understand or they won't understand. I do not know, but तर एउटामा चाहिँ सबैले आई डोन्ट नो एउटै कमन कुरामा राखेर के भनिरहेको हुन्छ भने एज एक्सक्युज टु आई वुड से इन टेक इट इन लाइक पोजिटिभ वे, मलाई मेनोपोजले गर्दा मैले यो गरेको छैन भनेर त जस्ट बिकज एन्ड रिगार्डलेस द एज अब मेनोपोजले गर्दा होला म मोटाइरहेको छु अथवा चाहिँ म दुब्लाइरहेको छु अथवा खाइरहेको छु। सो दे हेभ लाइक इन आवर लाइक नेप्लिज कम्युनिटी टु मैले अहिले त्यसमा भन्दैछु र अरू साथमा पनि they kind of make it is a difficult like stage. Of course we do understand being women we are going through it as well, but मैले खाएको because of this, मैले नखाएको because of this, म मोटाएको because of this. They are all putting all those things in one single bucket. So what is your opinion regarding this?
So most of the time they're right because when your hormones are imbalanced, you're not gonna feel good.
Right,
You're definitely gonna be moody and grouchy. You're not sleeping, so you might not be eating right. So you're gonna gain weight. And with all those things, you used to be healthy, uh, fountain of youth before, go-getter, doing everything, and now you're gaining weight, you're not yourself. People don't understand you, what you're going through. So there are a lot of frustrations. So we need to involve the family. It has to be a multidisciplinary approach where husband need to be brought in, or family members need to be brought in. Why he, why she's feeling this way?
right,
What could they do to make her feel better? Now, for me, my message to the women: try not to blame others. Because of him, he doesn't understand. Because of her, try to put the finger in, saying, "Okay, I know I'm going through menopause. I know I'm going through all those uh, ups and downs in the emotions. For example, I have a cup of tea today, right? You come along and you knock my cup and my tea fell off.
right.
I asked, Dr. Shilu, why did you knock my tea off of my cup? What would be your answer? You would say, I'm sorry, tea came out.
I didn't see it as a cook. Like, I don't know, I was occupied with something earlier.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
have a different message here. I knocked the cup off, the tea came off, not the coffee. It's the
right,
tea, not the water. It's
right,
the tea, because that's what I had inside.
exactly,
So the question to you, to the women, you know that you're going through all those things. Start feeding yourself with some positive thoughts.
right,
My weight gain is from that, but I'm gonna walk 10,000 steps. I am moody and all that, so I'm gonna listen to some self-help talk to keep positive regardless of what's around me. I know it's gonna be too hot. I'm gonna be turning and moving, not sleeping well. I'm gonna turn the lights off. I'm gonna take a nice smoothing cold shower, keep the environment very cool, maybe turn the fan on, and maybe put a nice set in clothes that are not, like hot, and not put a comforter. I'm putting all those things. So when I have to react, I'm not overreacting.
right, right,
I know these are my symptoms and I know I have to handle them, versus start pouring on others by saying, not the tea, it's the coffee that's spilled.
right, right.
So fill yourself with the right information. Seek help from healthcare provider. There are a lot of help with hormone replacement therapy that you could do and have exactly same life that a 40, 30-year-old has. And
They,
then go for therapy, go for exercise, go for walk, eat lots of vegetables, make sure you have good minerals, good nutrition in your diet. And then if you're gaining weight, if you count the calories and invest in good kind of food with portion control, I don't think you will keep gaining weight. You
definitely.
will gain, but you can maintain it and plateau it.
Mm. And I really like one point that you have said that it's so easy for us to like point the fingers to others, right? Even in family, तिमीले गर्दा उसले बुझेन, and now I'm going through this. Why nobody's understanding me? But versus that,
Yeah.
more
You,
than
you, you need to,
red finger,
and the other thing that works for me, because, we are human, we go through emotions. Uh, Sometimes you're happy, sometimes you're sad, sometimes you have a lot of estrogen, sometimes you have low estrogen, progesterone going up and down through your cycle. As long as you let your family members know, hey, I'm going through perimenopause or premenopause, or I'm already menopause, I'm hot flashing and all that. So if I turn the fan on or if I put off the comforters and all that, please, it's because of this. They'll understand. There will be a time when they will bring the fan or just fan for you, give you some cold rag, make you some nice cold smoothie. All you need to do is let them know what you're feeling. If you don't and you react, they'll run away. And now yourself, by yourself, lonely with all that going on and no support, that's really going to impact your mental health in a negative way. So seek help as much as you can, ventilate, let your family know, let your coworkers know, and let your doctor know so they can take care of you.
Beautifully, beautifully answered. I just love it because many times I'm like, I come across so many women, friends, colleagues, and whatnot. But again, as you said, that communication is the key, right? Communication is the main thing, whether if you share it with your life partner, family, kids, they will understand, right? But many times we tend to forget that, and we expect that why nobody's understanding me and why it is happening, why only me. So that is the only question it comes to them. Ani kaहिले kaहीँ Maya, I start to think that हामीमा त अहिले like many people they just go they as Google as their guru, right? What's happened to me, and then they try to like find good, bad, all the information. But sometimes I think of mothers, our mothers, right? The generation that they didn't have all these resources, all these informations, but still they have gone through it. They have like coped with this. So I think के हुन्थ्यो होला कसरी गर्थ्यो होला सबै कुरा आफूलाई नपरि अरूलाई थाहा हुँदैन भने जस्तै हाउ दे वर डिलिङ विथ इट भनेर त्यो मदरहरूको लागि पनि आई फिल सो मच रेस्पेक्ट फर देम बिकज ह्यान्डलिङ एभ्रिथिङ एन्ड नट ह्याभिङ अल द रिसोर्सेस द्याट वी ह्याभ नाउ versus the people now in our generation, incoming generation, even they are equipped with so many resources but not using them properly and like kind of putting it as a blame game, right?
Yes.
So not acknowledging, not understanding your body. That is one of the problem that I have seen, and I may be wrong because you come across so many patients all the time, right? So अघि एकचोटि त्यो हर्मोन थेरापीको अथवा त्यो ट्रान्सप्लान्ट पनि कुरा भयो भन्दा टेल मी लिटल बिट अबाउट इट लाइक कोहीले गर्न चाहन्छ भने बेटर उनीहरूलाई काममा जानु छ दे वान्ट टु मेक देमसेल्फ फिल बेटर पहिला जस्तै हुनु छ अथवा केही चेन्जेस गर्नु छ भने क्यान दे टेक द्याट राउट अर हाउ लाइक वाट टु डु लाइक आर देयर एनी मेडिकेसन्स एज वेल अथवा के गर्न सकिन्छ त
That's a very good question, Shilu. You mentioned in olden days, hamro ama, hajurama, how did they deal with it? I still have memories when I used to ask my mom, why is she so hot, all the time? And why did she want the temperature low? And I still have my mother-in-law. I've never heard them complain about, oh, this is because of the menopause I'm going through. This is the grace period that I'm passing through, and it will be over soon. All I need to do is just some self-help. I'll make some ganako juice,
Love
जो खाने, orange juice खाने, अनि सुतीको साडी लगाउने, बिहान चिसो पाउनेलाई नुहाउने, अनि राति योगा मेडिटेसन गरेर निन्द्रा लागिहाल्छ. Literally, Shilu, this is what I heard from them. We don't have to rush to the doctor if I can manage them. Back then, I don't think they went to the doctor asking, can you put me on hormone replacement therapy? And I'm thinking it could be because they knew how to handle it, or if they did not know how to handle it, I'm thinking they didn't ask for further help because they didn't have awareness that there is help existed. That's why I don't mind people Googling, I'm having hot flashes and all that stuff. What do I do? Go to see a doctor. You know, you could seek as much as you want, but it's up to you to decide. I cannot carry this out by myself because it might not be all 100% right. Let me go seek the advice from somebody who's went for 10, 15 years of school just learning hormone replacement therapy. I have seen people being very um, uh, unhappy with their life because of the menopause period. Because nowadays, what women do, back then, women will get up, make breakfast, feed the kids, send husband to work, children to school, just stay home, talk to the friends, go for a walk, kheti badi garni, sabai garni, they had so much of things. Whereas over here, women are rushing through in the morning to get their breakfast ready, get their children to school, make sure there's lunch, and then in the evening come back, cook and launder and do the dishes. So much of stress at work, so much of stress. They don't have time like the women did in the past for self-care or
Okay.
meditate or do yoga and all that. Because before we put anything on a prescription pad, I start out by saying healthy lifestyle.
Right.
Five important pillars. Make sure you're sleeping good. Make sure you're eating healthy diet. Make sure you're exercising. Aerobic exercises is good for menopause.
Yeah.
And you're managing your stress and you're taking some supplements. Five things, very important. You
Yes.
start out your day in the morning and you do yoga, meditation. And if it's not helping, why should you be suffering with something that can be easily treated? But always start out with self care.
Of
And
course.
if it's not helping, go see the doctors. There are multiple approaches to handle menopause. We try not to put everything by mouth because if you take it by mouth, those hormones have side effects.
Right.
And we really carefully screen the patients to make sure that they don't have any cardiovascular history, they don't have any cancer history, they don't have any blood clots or thrombus history. Then only we put them on hormone replacement therapy. That too, we do very slow and very low dose, very slow, and we combine it with the lifestyle to
Right.
see if it's working. We start them with if they have a topical symptoms like just in the vaginal area, dryness, painful sacs, we can give them a cream. But if they have symptoms, then we put them on a small dose of by mouth. And then if they have a intact uterus, then we have to combine estrogen and progesterone so the lining inside the uterus doesn't turn into cancer.
Mhm.
If they don't have uterus, then we can just do that. But most of the time, we start out with topical. First, lifestyle modification, then topical medication that can be inserted right into the vaginal area, or sometimes they can just rub it on the skin or in the abdomen area or on the thigh. They feel good. They really feel good. At my practice, I have a specialist who specializes in hormone replacement therapy. So I work those patients up and I send them to her for individualized, catered hormone replacement therapy. So
Really.
they stop. They stop. You should seek because you and I are entitled to live a very happy and healthy life.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And I really like the way you said it, like individualized, because everybody is different, right? Everyone is different, and we cannot put all of them in the same boat. So that's really great information. And as you said, that lifestyle, that is the main thing, right? So if they take care of their like health and all the even simple exercise, like 5 days a week, 3 days a week, or whatnot, I mean, that will help so much. So yes, and I really love that. And tell me a little bit about the bone health after menopause, and like because many said that I mean all of us have like different bodily chains and whatnot. So how they can take care of it again? And
So bone health also declines as you age. As you have no cycle, your hormones are gone down, your ovaries are not working, estrogen नहुँदाखेरि bones पनि porous हुन थाल्छ. Menopause womenले अलिकति walk गर्दाखेरि twist गर्दाखेरि they are more prone to have fractures because the bones are not that dense and strong. अनि त्यसको लागि पनि hormone replacement therapy हामीले recommend गर्छौँ. If तपाईँको cardiovascular भनेपछि मुटुको रोग या फेरि फ्यामिली हिस्ट्रीमा ब्लड क्लट्सहरू क्यान्सरहरू केही नहुँदाखेरि यो बोन प्रोटेक्सनको लागि पनि हामीले प्रिस्क्राइब गर्छौँ हार्मोन रिप्लेसमेन्ट थेरापी लो डोज एकदम लो डोज तर सम वुमेन डोन्ट वान्ट हार्मोन रिप्लेसमेन्ट थेरापी बोन स्ट्रेन्थ गर्नको लागि आफ्टर एज 50 or when you become menopause resistance training is really good like weightlifting so you can make your bones more dense versus porous. And then take lots of green leafy vegetables to enrich your calcium and vitamin D. People think they can get this through the milk and they start taking it's not enough to take through the milk. You have to have some calciums through diet. Try to do through diet. Green leafy vegetables, morning, afternoon, evening. Some vitamin D3 with some K2 combined in it also helps with the bone loss prevention. Also, you could do tempoline.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
The vibration therapy also helps. They nowadays they sell those vibrating plates. You can stand on it, and the vibration also help. The most important thing is weight training, resistance training at the age. And sometimes I highly recommend women who are menopause do some balancing. They have those the round thing that you can stand on, so you could hold yourself from falling. So times when you are not able to maintain your balance or you're about to fall, you can catch back by doing that balancing board. It's on
Try
Amazon.
that. What is
It's
it?
only for $10,
Is
10 or
it?
$15.
Yeah, I've never tried that. That sounds interesting. Oh,
And then it comes with the weight resistance band also. Nowadays, the vibrating plates have a resistance band attached to it.
oh,
So you don't have to, like I know some women say that they don't want to do cardio, they don't want to go to gym and all that. This is a very cool machine. You just stand on it and it goes 20,000 vibrations in it. And it is really good for lymphatic drainage, for blood pressure, for bone health, for resistance training with the bands attached.
that's great. I have to do some, like, I don't know, I have to search it out, how to find it or whatnot, because थाहा थिएन मलाई पहिला.
It's on Amazon.
Is it okay? Okay, maybe I'll check it out too. Okay, so you have covered so many things, very important, and I don't know, like, what are some of other questions, but as you mentioned earlier, family सँग communication हुनु जरुरी छ, so that family also know and how to help if needed. त्यो र coworker मा पनि हुनु जरुरी छ. I got that too, and then one other thing. Uh, Julie, some of the questions that I got is when they were to the age of menopause अथवा चाहिँ later 40 को later हुँदा early 50s मा हुँदा चाहिँ त्यतिखेर if they need to उनीहरूको uterus निकाल्नु पर्यो भने चाहिँ like if that helps or not भनेर कतिले सोधिरहेको थियो मलाई. So what do you suggest on that, like, because some of them are going through the very heavy bleeding अनि so I do not know, and yeah, and they were saying that was it a part of this अथवा चाहिँ I want to keep it, but doctor suggested to take it out, and like, and many times, as you said, that we do the Google search, which is okay for the like पहिलो information लिनलाई ठिक छ, but the more you go into it with some serious problem, rather than going to the doctor, it creates, like, I don't know, many more uh, unexpected results, I would say. So, what do you think of that? What is your
It's a very frequently asked question.
okay?
Women come in and she says, I'm bleeding heavy.
Right.
There are sequence of questions we have to ask. Is she planning to have more babies? How many months she's been having those symptoms? How much she's bleeding? Does she have symptoms from it? Like, is she anemic? Is she weak? The quality of life is miserable. And you know that she's done with her having kids. She's so anemic that the doctor said that you have to have an iron infusion. And she cannot go to work. She cannot focus because when you are anemic and you don't have enough iron because of low blood, you cannot even breathe right. All these symptoms for one organ that's making you bleed, and it doesn't have any purpose. They say that if anything that serves no purpose, I don't take a second to get it out, to cut it off from my body. But if it has a purpose and I can salvage it, why not? But because of this organ, I am being miserable. My quality of life is gone. And I don't need this uterus. The only purpose it served is to uh, help me carry the baby. And I'm already 50, 45, 46. I'm done with having children. I will listen to my doctor. It's
Definitely.
a very simple process. You can get it done in 30, 40 minutes. Nowadays, there are robotic surgeries. You go in, you have a consult, you have a pre-op, everything gets checked out, you agree with it, you show up, 9 o'clock, they start the procedure, you are in your post-op room by 10:30.
Wow.
And then you rest and you like a normal person. You don't have to take the iron pills. Some people don't want to take iron because it hurts their stomach, it causes constipation, and you don't have to go to the doctor for iron infusion. You can focus better, your cognition is better. So why not? If the doctor suggested that this is the best option for you, why not?
Love it. Because again, these are some of the questions coming from like many of the friend circle or I mean acquaintance we know, and then they have sent me the message. So सुनिरहनु भएको छ भने listen to the professional, listen to the doctor. This is all I would like to say. अनि लास्टमा धेरैजनाले भन्दा चाहिँ हुन त you have covered like almost you have covered everything. एउटा सानो कुराबाट सुरु भएर चाहिँ त्यसले मेन्टल हेल्थको कुरामा पुग्छ, स्लिपलेसनेस अगेन, स्लिप नभएपछि बडी फ्याटिक त हुने भइहाल्यो, त्यसपछि अनि मेन्टल हेल्थकै कुरा गर्दा मान्छे डिप्रेसन मोडमा पुग्छ, फ्यामिलीको सपोर्ट भएन, आफ्नो बडीले हेल्प गरिरहेको छैन भनेदेखि दे फिल सो आइसोलेटेड एन्ड दिस इज द टाइम वेन किड्स अल्सो स्टार्ट going to the college and whatnot. So empty nest phase पनि त्यही बेलामा पर्छ, बडीले पनि त्यही बेलामा साथ छोडेको हुन्छ, फ्यामिलीले नबुझ्ने त्यही बेलामा हुन्छ, अथवा चाहिँ if there are like elder generation, they are going through their problem and your problem becomes lesser than their like in-lawsहरूको छ, आफूभन्दा ठुलो मान्छेको लागि पनि we have to take care of them and we have to take care of the baby, so where am I भन्ने हुँदा चाहिँ त्यो एउटा आइसोलेटेड फेज पनि हुँदो रहेछ कतिलाई, र त्यसमा भन्दा चाहिँ you have already like given so many wonderful I don't know ways to help yourself, self care त दिइरहनु भएको छ, र त्यसको लागि चाहिँ do you have, if you have some message to them, to all our listeners.
Shilu, life ma, there will be a time when you will be by yourself.
Love it. Just like I love your posture. You'll buy yourself a spare, right? I love that. Yeah, true.
All the women who are out there, be prepared that there will be a time when you will be all by yourself, and you should know how to sustain yourself and stay happy and healthy. To me, happy and healthy are two pillars and they feed onto each other. If you are happy, you're definitely going to be healthy. And if you are healthy, you're going to be smiling, laughing, networking, putting on your makeup, putting on best clothes and all that. So your entire life should revolve around being happy and healthy, not anticipating from anyone else to see if they're going to come out and rescue you, give you the company all the time, and make you tea all the time, or take you out, or do things for you. You need to prepare. There will be a time when I will be by myself. So you need to find a hobby. You need to find a niche that makes you feel very satisfied, fulfilled, contented. And you need to keep doing that from the time you're feeling young, 30-year-old, 25-year-old, 40-year-old, so you can carry that all the way through your menopause. Nothing should change. Do not look for something at age 50 when kids have gone to college, husband has gone for training, or you're by yourself. You need to find something that you can carry on by yourself, with you, for you. Find that hobby, and if you don't have one, create one. They say that at this age, if you want to not get exposed to Alzheimer's or dementia, stuff like that, the only one thing that has shown, research has shown that it prevents you from getting it by keeping your mind very interactive, keeping your cognition very interactive, doing the puzzles, reading the book, doing the art, talking to people. If you don't have anybody, when some random call comes, just try to make a conversation out of it, you know, make the other side feel better, or just call some people that you have not talked for 2, 3 months, see if you can, and just come up for a reason. uh, today is uh, today's the day I bought a new refrigerator. So please let's come home and have some ice cream with me that I'm gonna make. Today's the day I did the gardening 2 years ago and now my flowers are blooming. Can you all come and look at? Just find a reason to be happy. Don't wait for things to happen for you. You make it for you. So you are happy and healthy.
Very powerful, very powerful. And I need to pause when we are talking about menopause. Now I'm literally pausing to soak all that you have said because they are the real messages, and all of us should listen to this. Because many times, one of the term that I borrowed from one of my friend regarding the meditation was, he used to say that that is meditation is me having a date with myself. Because many times people date with like, but having a date with yourself, listen to yourself, right? Be there, be content, and find something that makes you happy. Find one. Love that so much.
Before you go, I wanted to leave a Mother's Day message to all the children out there. And
Please,
of course, I'm gonna leave some for mom too.
please.
For the children, I would like to say, if you want your parents to live longer, stay younger, and happier, give your quality time with them. I'm not talking about quantity, just the quality time. Maybe 10 minutes of hugging, 10 minutes of journaling, 5 minutes of talking face to face. We don't want all your day with us. Just 3, 4, 5 minutes of quality time. You will find that your mom and your dad will be around you for so long, they'll take care of you, your children, and their children. And your kids and your grandkids will look forward to come to our houses. And the message for the mothers, if that doesn't happen, do not give up because they're still learning. It's your job to keep reminding them. Waiting for a text. Hey, well, how about the cup of coffee you promised? Can we go out shopping? So you don't give up on them and they will always be there for you. Thank you.
Leave the word happy Mother's Day and thank you.
Happy Mother's Day, Shilu. Thank you for organizing this. I am so much honored with this. I enjoyed the talk. Thank you.
More here. Thank you. Thank you so very much.